Hello,
All right,
everybody,
what is
and
going
welcome
on, everybody?
back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. Today's first matchup is going to be between Diversion and Pinnacle in the Titan League. And joining me on the desk today is Cog. Cog, how are we feeling about today's matchup?
Feeling pretty good tonight, Colson. It's always good to be on the 8 o'clock slate with you. Another week, another great matchup here in the Titan League. Pretty two exciting and thrilling teams, both in playoff contention. So I know you want to talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely, I do. Pinnacle, currently 8-4, is in second place in the Titan League division. They are currently in a four-way tie for second, though. Very close for these playoff spots. And then Diversion is 6-6, and it is a five-way tie for sixth place that they're a part of. There's actually a team that's 6-6 that's in the playoff spot, so every win for these teams matters. It is unbelievably close. A win could make or break your season. I'm a little bit curious. You know these players a little bit better than I do. You have a little more history with them. You were talking to me about this Pinnacle squad earlier. Do you want to elaborate on that for the stream?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch this matchup. I know Crate and Lucian or Lucia have played together in previous leagues, especially under a team of mine. And with Cynical there, I think Cynical is like super talented, and I haven't seen him play, but I've heard great things. So this squad overall, I mean, you got Crate. He's coming in as the point leader, the goal leader, and if I'm not mistaken, the shot leader with 5 shots per game. So this Pinnacle squad is all about offense, and I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to do. And then on the other side here, we've got Diversion, and they just ended up picking up Geo last week. I believe they went 1-1 with him. I'm not sure if he played both those games, but it does look like Geo's in the lobby. So they ended up giving up a first and second round pick for Geo. They were definitely trying to make that push into the playoffs.
And it is a push for all of these teams. Like I said, dropping to just 8-5, if you're Pinnacle, could make it a little rocky for you because there are teams that are right on your heels. Diversion is 6-6. Like I said earlier, five-way tie. A win will give them the edge for not just the play-ins, but for the playoffs. They're going to have to trust and hope in themselves because they need to go the distance. Unbelievably close so far. And I think Geo is going to be the one that I look to take that step to bring Diversion to that next level. Like you said, they traded a lot for him in this division and in this league. So he's going to have to step up. He's going to be the guy that Diversion needs to push into the playoff spots. Players are loading up into the lobby as we speak, and we dive into the first kickoff of game number 1. kratozz and Geo putting pressure onto the blue half. Blue is Pinnacle, red is Diversion. So if you guys are keeping track of that. And a lot of early pressure coming out right now for Diversion. A lot of great midfield pressure, and they're getting a couple of good boost grabs, but Cynical's able to pop this one out and away. Geo brings it back in, trying to make something happen, gets a double touch back into the center of the field where Sean is able to grab some boost. Cottony able to 50 out kratozz. Geo sending it early again, but gets dunked out by Cynical. kratozz up for that one early, trying to get this counterattack on. Great demo coming out from Cynical, but Geo gets a strong clear, enough for Cottony to get back to it. kratozz with a great dunk down, waterfall down, no one goes. That could have been the chance for Pinnacle. But like I always say, game number 1s are nervy. They are ping-ponging. They are just testing the waters, seeing what you can go for, and normally pretty safe. Great clear from Cottony, and that will be a wide open net. A lapse in rotation coming out from Pinnacle.
Yeah, it looks like Taicho's going to try to play it into himself off the back wall here, and he's not going to get the touch he's looking for. And Cottony is going to play a punishing ball into that bottom right-hand corner. That's an amazing powerful shot from him from his own end, putting up Diversion 1-0.
1 minute into the game and 1 goal scored so far. Geo pops this one up to himself, gets the flip, goes for a second one, but gets saved away by Chad. Sean pops this one down for Cottony. Cottony looked for Geo, but Geo went back for some boost. He recovers well. Quick shot, but Chad able to save it away. Cynical with a quick 1-2, popping this one even further into the opposition's half. kratozz trying to get a double, but Cottony able to pop it away. Cynical gets 50'd out by Geo at the midfield line. Chad looks for kratozz, but a little bit behind him. Cotney quick to that ball, pops this one over the defender, but Cynical does well to pop it back over to him. 1-2 pass, back and forth, seeing what they can get away with, seeing how aggressive they can be. That did come to bite them already on the side of Pinnacle, and this could be their chance. Wide open net, but Gio able to save this double touch out and away. Counterattack starting for the other squad, and Diversion doubles up their lead in just another minute.
Yeah, and Gio gonna get in a nice little counter-attacking play here, and I do believe Pinnacle is getting a little bit too offensive in this first half of the match. I think we're seeing them overcommit a little bit, and that's leading to these Diversion goals, but if you're a Diversion fan, you're happy to be up 2-0.
Diversion looks good with this addition of Gio. Sean tripling up the lead with a far down shot. The fourth man for Pinnacle not able to keep that one out. And first two goals took 2 minutes. The next one took just 10 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt about that, and I'm not sure what this Pinnacle squad is doing here. They're definitely playing a little bit lackluster, but Diversion has come out swinging, so Pinnacle need to get back on their toes if they want to be back in this game one.
There have been a couple of chances for Pinnacle, but unfortunately they haven't been able to capitalize on them. And they did send the house on those chances. It didn't work out for them, and it led to a goal. I love how aggressive Gio has been so far in this game. He is doing wonders for this team. 3 shots in 1 goal for him. But let's dive back into the action. Chad fakes the flip reset, then pops it back up high. kratozz gets a 50 out. Gio trying to get something going for Diversion. Cotney pops this one, keeps it close, and beats out Chad. This could be dangerous, but it goes just off the crossbar, and we remain at a 3-goal lead. kratozz trying to do it himself, doesn't have enough to get back to the ball. Able to steal away the boost from the other team, but Cynical gets 50'd out, and kratozz keeps the pressure on Sean with an easy save, getting it around 1, grabbing that midfield boost and popping it into the air. Mistouch comes out, and Cynical trying to take full advantage of it, but Cotney does well, getting it over one defender. Gio getting it by another. Cynical whips on the ball. I don't think anyone was expecting it, or surely that would have been the 4th goal for Diversion.
Yeah, this Diversion squad has been playing a lot better than I expected. Don't get me wrong, Cotney, a staple in this league. I didn't expect him necessarily to play lackluster or anything, but this Diversion team is very much confusing me. I see that Pinnacle may be missing Lush, but I mean this Pinnacle squad still has Cynical and Krat, and that is a formidable duo.
Yeah, Chad coming in as the substitute for Lucian. So a little copium could be that they don't have their full squad, but full squad or not, these are all Titan level players. But Cotney almost able to do it himself. It does get saved away on the goal line by Cynical. Cynical has been fantastic so far. Quick 1-2 over to kratozz, but he does send it off that back wall. 50'd out and away. Sean looking to follow up on this one. Beats out one. Chad, what are you going to do? Keeping it close. I love that, but Gio gets it by, and kratozz has to save it away again. So far, this Pinnacle squad has been tested, and this Diversion squad is doing a phenomenal job keeping that pressure on, keeping it awkward for this Pinnacle squad, and that is why they remain scoreless going into the last 30 seconds of game number 1. Cynical with a quick shot, but Cotney able to pop this one back up to Gio. Gio trying to prove his worth from the trade, getting 1 reset, trying to figure it out for Cotney, but they were just not on the same page. 20 seconds remaining. Sean popping this one off the ceiling, trying to get it to waterfall down, but kratozz has it read. Great 50 coming out. Chad diving onto it and popping it up high, where Sean goes to reach it with full boost. Off the sidewall, pinched out and over. Cynical misses. Gio not expecting it, going for a bump, but it doesn't work. This will be a goal for the road for Pinnacle. 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Diversion getting a little bit eager there to get their 4th goal and maybe a little bit out of position. Looks like none of them will have any boost, and kratozz is going to put that one in the back of their net and take a little commissary goal as a way out here in this game 1.
Diving into the 5th kickoff, and this would have been a goal for Diversion, but it does hit the ground. Diversion coming out huge with a win, 3-1 over Pinnacle in game number 1.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to reiterate it. Diversion really surprising me here. Gio, obviously they traded a lot to get him, and I'm sure they're happy to see what he's doing in this stream game. They're coming off of a reverse sweep in their last series, and I mean they look really good in this series. They only let up that goal at the very last second from overcommitting, and again they were up 3-0. It's not really too bad of a goal. I really do want to see more from this Pinnacle team, specifically Crate. I mean, he's averaging a cycle a game in this Titan league, so I'm eager to get to this game too.
So my Diversion putting up 11 shots to the 6 coming out from Pinnacle. Pinnacle was on defense for a lot of that game, almost getting doubled on their shots on net. That is not what you expect to see from the team that is favored going into this matchup at 8-4, but I'm sure they will be able to bounce back as we dive into game number 2. Cynical and Sean onto the kickoff, and Chad will take over. Trying to shoot this one on, but not enough power to get it by Cotney. Lucian is now in the lobby, if I'm not mistaken, swapping out one of his teammates. So we're getting a different look on this squad, and immediately it comes to fruition. Cynical with a great quick strike.
That's Lucian coming in for Crate here, but Chad giving a nice little fake pass to Cynical, and Cynical's going to put that one in the back of the net. The second most deadly player on this team, if not just as deadly as Crate. And Pinnacle happened to take a 1-0 lead with their sub.
Fantastic with the swap. Maybe the other team wasn't expecting it. Cotney popping this one up into the air, trying to get a quick response, popping it over one, but it's saved away by Cynical. Sean quick to it, but Chad waiting front post for it. Decides to take his time, but does get his boost taken. Lucian, a low boost, pops it up. Cotney trying to punish, but Cynical is on the back wall waiting for it. Sean, low boost, elects to go anyway, keeping this pressure on for the Diversion squad. But Cynical able to pop it out mid and buy his team some precious seconds. Cotney bumping Chad on the backboard, but Chad able to get it into the opposite corner. Quick shot from Gio, but Lucian has that one red. Lucian now takes control at the midfield line. Wide open net. Cotney, are you back? No! Lucian, the sub, getting his goal immediately in game number 2.
And maybe I'm mistaken who the starting roster is, because this Pinnacle squad is doing a lot better in this first minute than they were in the last 5 minutes of that game to Lush coming into the game and making a big impact to put them up 2-0.
Lush, as they call him in the chat, is coming out huge. Immediate impact in this game so far. Sean 50 down, but Cynical able to get to that ball first. Cynical also trying to stay on it, but is not able to get back to it. Lead back. Gio with a quick shot down, but Chad able to get back to it on a great force challenge coming out from Lucian. Gio trying to get a quick shot on, but it goes just a little bit wide. Cynical tries to pop this one back himself, but that gets demoed for his efforts. Lucian pops this one up, gets bumped out of the way. Sean trying to put some pressure on, but no one there for the follow-up. Gio pops this one up to himself. 50 is out 2 defenders, and Lucian pops it right back to him. He fakes it out for Sean. Sean trying to get a quick shot, but Lucian has it red as well. Gio with a lot of speed. I love the aggression that I'm seeing from him so far. What does this Diversion squad need to do to break into this game number 2, Doc?
Yeah, we saw a lot of offense from them, mainly in the first 2 minutes of that game 1, but if we're counting last game, they are almost 5 minutes now, if not 5 minutes without a goal, so we've definitely seen the Pinnacle step up their defense, and if you're Diversion, I think that you really do kind of want to start finishing your opportunities. I don't think it's been a lack of chances by any means, just maybe a lack of finishing those opportunities. Wow.
Speaking of finishing your opportunities, Chad gets credit for the goal, but Luch coming up huge again. What a great touch, beating out the third man from Diversion, and Chad gets the easiest goal of his career. Just over half of the game remaining, we dive into our 4th kickoff. This has been a complete role reversal from game number 1. Wouldn't you say so, Cobb?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that Lush has made a crazy impact in the first 2 minutes of this game, and maybe not half of this game, but it's been all Pinnacle in this game, and we really do want to see Diversion get on the board, but Pinnacle is kind of just suffocating them right now when it comes in terms of defense and offense.
He has a goal and he has an assist. It would have been 2 goals, but his teammate was just making sure it went into the back of the net. Great 50 coming out by Cynical, and it could be on target, but Sean waits the last second to pop this one out and away. Chad up on the wall. Lucian trying to get another goal back out, make up for what his teammate took away, but Gio takes up to the skies, getting it over one. Chad trying to recover to this, but it is popped away into the corner by the man of the hour. Gets a bump in the midfield line. Chad trying to keep it going. Sean popping it over for a teammate, but he does not elect to stay. Cynical trying to beat out Gio, but Gio has a great 50 on it, and a quick shot. Chad able to pop this one into the corner, saving it barely from this Diversion pressure. As 1:30 are about to remain on the clock. Diversion's offense seems to have been stifled. Gio looking for a sidewall read, trying to make something happen because none of this pressure seems to be throwing a wrench in Pinnacle's plans, Cobb.
Yeah, I really do think we need to get Cottony a little bit more involved, in my opinion. I think that he was a very, very big influencer in that game one and was very influential to their win. And he really hasn't had too much impact in this game. I don't know if he needs to just get on the ball a little bit more, or if it's Pinnacle just not letting him get on the ball. But overall, this Pinnacle squad is just showing us dominant form.
Yeah, Cottony has 3 shots, just putting the 4th off of the 4th man of Pinnacle. But this 8-4 roster is starting to show up. Lucian pops this one a little awkward, not enough to Cynical, but Cynical makes up for it. Another 50 comes out, and this Pinnacle squad happy to waste time. Double commit comes out, Cottony puts it off. Just like you said, he's now involved in this game.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if it's a little bit too late or not, but it's looking like Pinnacle not going to get the touch you're looking for, but Cottony, I mean, great placement there. Putting it in the bottom left-hand corner, off the post, ricocheting into the middle of the net. At least putting them in this game with 40 seconds left.
I've seen crazier comebacks with less time on the clock. Diversion need to have it started now. Gio trying to do it himself, pops it over Cynical. Double commit coming out on the side of Pinnacle, but Lucian able to get a quick follow-up, wasting more precious seconds off this clock. Gio pops this one up and high, but ThaiChat has it read. Cottony just trying to keep it in, looking for Sean, but Sean has no boost. Lucian maybe had an open net, but he elects to waste more time. Cynical and Sean with the whiffy-50, another whiffy-50 coming out from Gio and ThaiChat, but Lucian gets the all-important 50 back into the corner. Lucian pops this one out mid, Cynical goes for it, and Gio now needs to put the ball down. Doesn't matter, this game goes to Pinnacle, and this series is tied 1-1.
Yeah, and they kind of took away my punchline. Both these games were pretty much 3-1 games up until this last second goal, but I guess, hey, again, just another goal for the road. Maybe that's what decided this game too, was Pinnacle getting that at the end of game 1, so Pinnacle just amazing form in this game though, Colson.
Yeah, they looked phenomenal. I think I read somewhere in chat, I think it was Kratos or Crate that said he was on high ping. So Lucian stepping up and coming in huge in this game. He got credited with an assist, but make no mistake, ThaiChat's goal should have been his. ThaiChat was just doing his due diligence, making sure it was in the back of the net. And I love the pressure that I saw from Pinnacle in this game. They didn't have many shots, nearly as many shots actually, as the Diversion squad, but their defense stood tall where Diversion's couldn't. And it was amazing defensive play coming out. A lot of non-threatening offense coming out from Diversion, though. I imagine they will try to shift that back into gear, but Gio own goal, Cynical gets credit for the goal, much like his teammate did earlier, and it immediately goes the way of Pinnacle.
Yeah, and that's a great kickoff from Lucian, who again was coming into that game too, and Cynical is going to put that one right into the back of the net, and Pinnacle are going to be happy to take a very early lead in this game 3.
Pressure for Pinnacle. Now all the pressure will be on Diversion. Are they finally going to be able to get their offense going again? And this could be the match, the immediate light, the spark for this offense. A couple whiffs coming out on the side of Pinnacle, but Lucian able to save it away. Putting this guy in, he has done wonders. He seems to be the stone, the cornerstone of this team so far. And I think Diversion's gonna need to displace it, and Gio shifting the earth true to his name with a crazy redirect into the back of the net, tying it up.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, you get 2 guys up with a hand up, and Gio says, no, we're gonna put this one, drop it down right into the middle of your net, and that's gonna give Diversion the kick they need, hopefully, to get them back into this game 3.
I said you needed to displace Lucian, and Gio immediately did. It's like he's heeding my words. He's going for it again. Gets it over ThaiChat, but it's just off the 4th man of Pinnacle. Sean popping it back to himself, getting it over to Cottony. Cynical trying to pop this one out and away, but Sean elects to keep it in the Pinnacle half. Lucian pops this one up, gets a full boost, but no one mid to receive his 50. Sean with a quick strike, but Cynical pops it into the corner. Great demo coming out from Lush, alleviating some of that pressure that was building onto their half. Gio pops this one up into the corner, trying to get a bump on the back line as Cottony's up in the air, but not enough to get through. This defense from Pinnacle has stood tall in this series so far as Luch goes for a double. Excuse me, that was not Luch, that was Chad. Chad now is going to have to come up big. He does get a beat. Cynical stays on it with a quick shot, but it goes off the fourth man, down and out. The fourth man for both of these teams has come up huge so far in game number 3.
Yeah, no doubt. The post has been very crucially keeping this game tied up 1-1 as we go over this 3-minute mark. Colson, this has been a very intriguing game 3, considering that game 1 and game 2 were both significant blowouts by this point, or maybe 3-0 isn't a significant blowout, but regardless, still up 3-0 in game 1 and 2 for one of these teams, and we finally have the first close game of the series. I'm not sure who's going to take this one.
Man, I think I'm gonna have to put all my eyes on Gio and all my eyes on. I guess I'll do 1 and 1. I'll do one eye on Gio, one eye on Luge. They have been the team players that have stepped up for their teams, and Luge tries to get a quick shot, but Gio saves it away. Sean trying to get a quick strike, but Cynical pops it into the corner. But the diversion pressure starts to arise. Gio gets a beat on 2 players. This could be the chance. kratozz takes his time, finds Gio. Gio with a quick shot into the top of the net. Are you kidding me, Gio?
And kratozz and Gio have looked like this 1-2 punch. Anytime Diversion is scoring, it is kratozz to Gio, it is Gio to kratozz, or it is one of the two doing it themselves this game. Nothing to take away from Sean, but these two are absolutely tearing it up on the field, going halfway through this game.
Sean is doing a great job. He's minimizing his own mistakes. He trusts that his team will be the ones that need to pop off. Sometimes you only need 68 points, 82 now as he gets credited for a center. But you don't need to do much if your teammates are popping off. You might as well let them set him up. Great pop-up for kratozz, but he does get 50'd out by Chad. Cynical trying to make something happen, but Gio pops his one away to the corner for Sean. Sean almost hits him on the 1-2, but it goes into the Pinnacle half regardless. Great cut coming out from Sean, and this could lead to a goal, but Cynical has that one read all the way. Popped back in, kratozz trying to make some more magic happen, gets it over to Sean. Sean off the backboard, Gio with the easiest shot of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, throw your hats onto the pitch because he has a hat trick.
Yeah, and kratozz setting up that play initially, but Sean getting the touch over, it's like he heard us talking about it. He says, hey guys, I'm going to get involved in the play, and giving Gio that nice easy pass into the top left-hand corner, and Diversion is going to take this 3-1 lead as we are oh so used to seeing in this series.
A beautiful play, I think, from Sean. He didn't try to overcomplicate it. He didn't try to overheat as Gio almost puts another one in, making it 4. But Sean has just looked solid so far. He just doesn't try to do too much. He's letting his teammates shine. That is beautiful team play coming out from him. Luch, I think you need to step up, and touches like that are not going to be how you do it. Triple commit comes out on the back line of Pinnacle, and this looks to be a repeat of game number 1. Diversion with all the pressure. Their offense looks threatening yet again, and here we go into the last 60 seconds of game time. kratozz, great midfield presence, gets beat out by Luge. Luge trying to put one on target, but Gio, ever present, able to save it away. Sean gets a late flip, great hold on it, just freezing the defense for a second longer. Now precious seconds in favor of Diversion. kratozz trying to pop it over one, but Cynical has it red. Cynical going for the bump. Gio has it red, a great fake on the early chow, and elects to let that ball fall to his lap. Cog, what are we thinking as we enter the last 45 seconds?
I think Diversion's just playing a really good possession at this point. I think they know they're up 3-1. They got a 2-goal lead in this series, and they are still going for more, it looks like. But for the most part, we want to keep it down on this end, and they're doing a great job of keeping it in the midfield, keeping it off of their end, and Sean coming up with a great save right there. And like you said, I think he's kind of been like the sleeper of this team. He's kind of the glue. He's letting these guys do whatever they want to do on offense, and that's what is going to give them this 2-1 lead in this series as we close out these final seconds.
Yeah, his third man has looked solid. He's being patient but challenging when he needs to. He understands the pace of play as Gio tries to go for something crazy, but it does end up hitting the ground. The flip reset, Musty, didn't go his way, but it doesn't matter because this game did. A repeat of game number 1. Diversion are up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and Diversion looked really good in this game. Really, Gio looked amazing in this game. I mean, his offense, that drop down, that redirect that he had, and over 2 Pinnacle defenders was absolutely immaculate. I think that definitely sparked the diffusion offense, and no doubt is what carried them probably into this Game 3 victory.
12 shots for Diversion to the 3 from Pinnacle. Pinnacle didn't have any pressure in this game. Cynical was the only one that had any shots. 3 shots for him, 3 saves, and a goal. Lush was kept to nothing. They did a great job on that heads-up play. I think kratozz is going to be back in this game. Maybe his internet was fixed up. I hope it is, because I would love to see it go the distance. What do you think that Pinnacle needs to do to get back into this series?
Well, I mean, putting your more than likely your best player back on the field is going to help. I know even if he's got a little bit of lag going on. I didn't think that Lush would be their bench player, but it looks like he is. I think this Pinnacle team is just going to get a new formation going again, and hopefully going to catch this Diversion squad off guard. And we'll see what happens here in this game 4.
I think we need to see, they need to use each other as teammates, right? That's the most important thing. This is a team game for a reason. kratozz trying to get an early goal, but it is kept out of the way. Great bump comes out from Dichad. Sean up early, but Dichad gets a beat on him. It's now a 2v1. Popped up mid, but Sean, again, ever present, just the greatest, safest touches for his team, allowing Gio to try to go for a full field double touch. But this is where you got to be careful when you're Sean, when you have a bunch of Pinnacle players going towards you, but he does just enough to get Gio to get to the save. Sean now taking his time up into the air, getting it over one, popping it back down mid. Gio with the shot and the goal. Sean, another selfless play, and Gio always there to capitalize.
Yeah, that was a great pass out of the backfield from kratozz up to Sean on the back wall, and Sean is going to give it off the back wall to Gio, and overall just a great team play from this Diversion squad, putting them up 1-0 early in Game 4.
I am worried that we're going to see a closer repeat to game number 1, especially because kratozz and Gio are firing on all cylinders. Sean is looking ever stable, and now they need to get another save, and he does. Gio up to the back wall, trying to get a corner read, but he does not do enough to put that one on target. I think this back and forth coming out from the Pinnacle squad could disrupt their rhythm that they found in game number 2. Unfortunately, Lush is no longer here again, and kratozz is now back on the pitch. Like you said earlier, he does have a little bit of ping, but he will need to step up regardless. Cynical going for a sidewall read, and it almost works. That's a great bump, Dichad, but kratozz can't make the read. Blame that one on the ping, brush it off. We got to keep going. You have time left. Dichad looking for a bump onto kratozz. Cynical trying to get a reset, gets it low, but Gio shifts the earth, shifts the ground in his favor, and able to make that save, keeping it in Diversion's favor. This game has been great so far. What do we think we need to see from Pinnacle in order for them to get their foot and get their foothold in it?
I mean, Diversion has definitely found a groove here, but Pinnacle, I mean, they are no strangers to offenses. They're going to try to put up a shot here, but they have their most offensive squad, I would think, out here on the field right now. I don't know why you wouldn't if you're down 2-1 in a series, but these guys are going back and forth. They're trying to trade blows on offense. I'm excited.
Cynical pops this one up to the ceiling, gets a touch from it, and now kratozz is there to follow up on it. I think that Pinnacle need to do what they have going on Diversion. Sean has been the man with the plan, passing it to his teammates, being a great, solid teammate. There he is, diving again, just gets the 50, gets another one, buying precious seconds for his team. I think someone needs to step up and be selfless. Not everyone can be the man. And this is where Sean can strike, but he misses his double tap. He gets a great pass mid, but kratozz isn't there to receive it. Great trying to get to this one, but he fakes it out for Cynical. Low boost on the side of Pinnacle. They have done a great job. Diversion has, starving them so far. Great, you got to send it for this one. Cynical again, low boost, not enough to beat it out. Sean with a quick shot on target with Dichad able to save it away. Tries to get it past midfield, but this midfield presence from Diversion is doing wonders. kratozz dunks out kratozz, but Dichad able to put this one into the corner. I think they need to start speeding up their game. They're taking a little bit too much time. I like how they're trying to bait in the defense of Diversion, but it hasn't worked thus far. Gio getting another save. No boost, flips at it, and it works. Sean fakes out the touch, and maybe he gets it. Maybe that was a ghost touch. I thought he didn't get it, but regardless, doubling up the lead is Diversion.
Ooh, Gio getting what looked like a shot on target. Sean, I don't know if he was going for a bump. Obviously not. That redirect was pretty crazy. That was a soft touch to put them up 2-0 with 90 seconds to go.
I don't know if it changed the ball speed, but Sean is taking his time, passing over to Cotney, but Cotney isn't able to find the mark. Gio off the ceiling, Cynical trying to challenge him to it, but you can't get it when he's feeling so good. Cotney now trying to keep this pressure on, but kratozz able to save this one away. Sean with a great beat, Cotney with a quick shot, getting it around one. Sean gets his goal! The man who's been so selfless now has 2 in game number 4.
Yeah, and just like I was saying before, it was the Cotney and Gio show. This one has been the Sean and Gio show. Sean and Gio have been setting each other up. Cotney here, obviously, giving a great pass to Sean. But overall, just great team play in this game 4 from Diversion, and they've got to be feeling comfortable with the 3-goal lead.
How could you not? This has been the story of the series. The team that got 3 goals is the one that took home the game. And it looks like Diversion is trying to finish this series in 4. Cynical beating 2, but Dichad misses on that one. Gio scoops it up, takes his time, beats 1, beats 2, tries to get it to Sean, who pre-flipped on net, but it does not go in. Sean trying to get around Cynical and does. Dichad popping it back into the corner. Cotney with a quick shot, but kratozz able to save it away and stay on it. Sean with that read. Cotney maybe wanted to go for it, but saw Dichad there. Double commit. This could be Pinnacle's chance, and they need to strike now. They need to strike twice while the iron is hot. But now with 20 seconds remaining, I think this game is all but over. Maybe we'll get one for the road. That has been the theme of this series. But regardless, Diversion are going to take this series, advance to 7-6, and increase their chances of the playoffs.
Yeah, Diversion, you're going to be very happy, especially after the trade with Gio. You got a reverse sweep last Wednesday, and you're starting off the week right with a win over Pinnacle and a very strong Pinnacle squad. That was no slouch. They definitely earned that win. I'm pretty happy for this Diversion team.
Diversion looked great. I think that the draft picks were worth it in my mind. There were only there was a decrease in shots coming out from Diversion, but regardless, they had 3 goals anyway. There were more shots on the side of Pinnacle. They over doubled them from game number 3, but it was not enough to get them back into game number 4 and into the series. An unfortunate way to go out. But Pinnacle was 8-4 before this, so they do have a little bit of breathing room. They've dropped to 8-5, but that still keeps them above Diversion, who is now 7-6. I don't want to say those numbers the other way around, but Cog, what are we feeling after that game? What did you like that you saw?
Yeah, I think that, like you said, I think that Gio definitely is a very valuable player. I think that him coming up, he just came off of the free agency. I think he was coming from Gravity, if I'm not mistaken, over this Diversion team, and they're 2-1 with him now. They're going to be happy to take a win over that Pinnacle squad. I know that Pinnacle squad was having a little bit of issues tonight, but regardless, I mean, you can't take anything away from Diversion. They're jumping their way up into the plans at least a little bit more securely after this Monday night win.
And they looked great. We have a couple more series for you after a quick break. Our next one will start around 8:45. Any last words that you have, Cog, before we send it to a quick break?
No, I think this was a great Titan League matchup, and I look forward to the games the rest of the night.
Thank you all very much for watching our first match of the night in Titan League. We are going to ship off to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More Nemesis League is coming right back.